Hey everyone, welcome back. It is cold, it is cloudy, and it is the perfect day for some homemade chicken and dumplings. And I'm going to show you how to make them. Okay, I'm starting off here with, I've got some chicken in this pot here that I'm bringing to a boil. I've got a large, gosh, that's a big old chicken breast. And I've got about 4 or 5 small little chicken thighs in there. Now I'm keeping the skin on the chicken breast, but I bought my thighs. They are boneless and there's no skin on them, but there is bone on the chicken breast. I'm leaving the skin and a bone-in chicken breast because you're going to want that delicious stock that's going to come from just a little bit of the skin. I don't like a whole lot of skin on it, just a little bit for flavor, and then your bones. Your bones on any type of meat that you cook, it's a game changer if you cook meat with bone in it. We're going to cut up a couple pieces of celery and a couple carrots. I like to put a little bit of celery and carrots in my chicken and dumplings because number one, it adds flavor, and then number two, it adds an abundance of color. So what I'm going to do, I've got 2 little small stalks of celery. Look at this. Look at that. That's just ridiculous. I might need 3. That's so tiny. But I'm going to go ahead and chop these up. You know I'm going to use the leaves as well because get that string off there. Because you know there's so much flavor in those leaves. So make sure I never. That's probably my husband texting me to see what's for dinner. I never ever discard my celery leaves. I use those. Anything I use celery for, if I cook celery, I always use my leaves as well. Even like in potato salad. If I'm making potato salad, potato soup, anything like that, I always leave my leaves on it because they just add an abundance of flavor. Yeah, he texts me. Every day I'm off, he'll text me, what's for dinner? What's for dinner? Okay. Chicken and dumplings, that's what's for dinner. The only thing I hate about celery is those like stringy strings. I wanted to also show you what I got for Christmas. I specifically asked for one because I've seen them and I think that they're, look at that. I don't like that in there. It looked to be quite handy because I hate to cut stuff up, but I'll show you in just a minute. I'm going to give it one more rough chopping. I'm not making a whole lot of chicken and dumplings today because I made, the other day I made some chili, and so we've still got a couple bowls of that left, and it was absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So we've got plenty of things this week to eat. Let me show you this. I'm going to see if I can use my carrots with this. I don't know. We'll see. I gotta get my onion. I gotta get my onion. That's why I'm getting this out. I'm thinking, why am I using this just for carrots and celery? Let me show you this. This is a little gadget here. It's a vegetable chopper. Sorry, making all kinds of noise. But this is how it goes together. Look at that. And it, you know what? It's plastic, but it really, really works well. And it's really good for, this goes like right on top here. It's really sharp, and if your vegetables are thin, it cuts them really well. And you know what? I really wanted it specifically for onions because I get so tired of the onions. Oh my gosh, they just burn my eyes so bad. And this little gadget here is one of the things that you cut with. I can't remember how it goes. I've used this like 3 or 4 times, and let me tell you something. These little blades on here, it comes with 2 of these, but those little blades in there are so sharp that it's not only good for cutting your vegetables, it's also good for dicing your fingers up. Ask me how I know. I am not kidding you. All I did was, after I cut some veggies, I just stuck it down in my dishwater to, you know, be soaking, you know, when I was done using it. And I just stuck it in my dishwater, and I stuck my hand down in there to start doing dishes again when I was done doing whatever. I was cooking something. I was making something. Oh, look at that. My mother would be like, Sandy, you just done wasted half that onion. But hey, that's how it feels. I gotta go fast. These onions are like demons, and I'm telling you, I just can't. I can't take them when they're like that. Oh gosh. You work so hard at, you know, getting your makeup and stuff on, and then you start to cook, and before you know it, you're bawling. But anyway, I stuck my fingers down in the dish water, just normally. And one of those, it was just sitting upright, just like that. And I'm telling you what, my finger, oh God, these are already strong. Oh, I can't stand it. Wash my knife off. My finger went plumb near through it. The bigger one. The bigger one. This one. It just about went through it. I'm going to show you how easy this is to use. Let me get some of my onions sliced up. But I would recommend that the thinner the onion, the better. See what you do. You just kind of slice it that way. You can't really put the whole thing in there, because if you do, oh gosh, we got to go faster, because this is like, I don't know why onions are like that anymore. If they're like super thick, then it takes like a little bit longer to do. But all you do is you put your onion in there, and then you just, voila, you chop it. And it just makes everything so much easier. Then you don't just have to stand here and as the tears are pouring down into everything that you're making. And see, look at that. It works really, really well. So if you are interested in one of these, oh my gosh. I'll try to ask Olivia where she got this at. I'm sure she got it off Amazon, but if I can remember, I'll put a link below of where she got it at. And look, and it comes right in there, just like that. And then you can just dump them right into your, oh gosh, right into, you know, your cooking. I'm not sure how they'll work with carrots. Let's see. Let's go ahead and give it a try. This might be too big. Let me see. Oh my gosh. Perfect. It worked. But you just have to make sure that it's, you know, no longer than the diameter of that. Well, I'll be doggone. But like I said, it can't be real thick. Or it don't work good. Alright, there's your little tutorial on how to use the dicer, if you decide to get one. Oh, I gotta get this in the pot, because this stuff is about to set my eyes on fire. Alright, I'm putting everything in here. Celery, carrots, and onions. Oh, Lord. Got my nose running. And then you just pour those in. I'm just going to pour those right in there. And to this, I'm also going to add a little bit of celery seed. You can use celery salt if you want, but in this, I like to use the celery seed instead. I'm going to see how much it got in there. Use about a teaspoon of it. Because it adds an abundance of flavor, as well as the minced onions. I know we just put onions and celery in there, but y'all know. You already know. I don't need to tell you, do I? And then I'm going to get some garlic chopped up, and then we're going to toss that in as well. I also got a nice ring light for Christmas for, you know, to do my videos with, because it always seems like it's dark in here, especially when it's cloudy out, so I haven't pulled that out today. Or I haven't pulled that out yet, but I will soon. I'm just trying to get back in the groove here. You know, where I had my camera was gone for about 10 to 12 weeks, and I hadn't done any filming, so right in it goes. And my chicken's already starting to boil. All right, I'm going to use this handy dandy fork to just kind of stir everything around there. I'm also going to put some pepper in it and a little black pepper. Or a lot of black pepper, I'm not lying. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. It's already started boiling. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder to it as well. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good already. Now, I'm not going to add any additional salt just yet, because once this starts boiling down a little bit, we're going to add a container. This container, it is, I believe, 3 or is it 4 cups? It's 4 cups of chicken stock. We're going to add that to that once this boils down a little bit. Just to clarify, we're going to let this chicken cook probably for about 30 minutes. And once some of the liquid starts cooking off of the chicken, that's when we're going to add our chicken stock to that as well. And we're going to continue to cook the chicken until it's completely done all the way through, which should probably take about an hour to do. It shouldn't take long at all. And while we're waiting for the chicken to cook, I would like to invite you over to my page on Facebook, In the Kitchen with Sandy. I've had my page on there for a while. I really haven't done any plugs about it, but I would love for you to come over there and follow me as well. I have quite a bit of followers over there, and I was able to monetize my Facebook page, and now you are able to send me stars, digital gifts, which are stars, and for each star that is sent, I receive a penny. So head on over there while we're waiting for the chicken to cook, and make sure you follow me, and you can send me some stars. Send me some stars. This chicken has been cooking probably for about 30 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and add the chicken stock to this. And again, this is 4 cups of chicken stock. We're going to bring it back up to a boil. We're going to turn it back down to about 4 and let it just slow boil until the chicken is complete. It should be done probably within the next 25 to 30 minutes. Now that the chicken is cooked and cooled, and then I've tore it off of the bone, the breast off the bone, and then I just kind of chunked up the you know, the chicken thighs. I'm going to go ahead and add to my pot here, before I add the chicken back in, 2 cans of cream of chicken soup. Stir that around. I'm going to turn this back up and let it come to a boil. And we're going to add our chicken back in. You can go ahead and add it in. It's not going to hurt. We'll get that all combined. And that made, whoops, that made a lot of chicken. Now, if you wanted to change it up a bit, you could add like a can of the cream of chicken soup and a can of cream of mushroom soup, and then maybe add some fresh mushrooms in there as well. That would be amazing. We're going to bring this back up to a boil and turn it down and let it be simmering while we get our dumplings together. All right, let's get started on our dumplings. This is so easy to make. I've got probably about 2 cups of flour in here, maybe a little bit more. That depends on how many dumplings you want to make. I'm going to add some buttermilk. I do half buttermilk and half regular milk. And probably more buttermilk than milk, to be honest with you. And then you're just going to take your dumplings or your flour and you're just going to stir it around. These are the drop dumplings. These are not the dumplings that you cut. If you wanted to take them out and cut them to make them smaller, but then to me, they're almost like noodles if you do that. So I like to just make drop dumplings. It's easier. We're going to go in with just a little bit more buttermilk. And then just incorporate it. Best way I can tell you is just to pull it from the sides. What you're going to do is you're going to take 2 spoons and then you're just going to go down into your mixture there, and then you're just going to spoon your dumplings right on top. You have to make sure that your mixture there is boiling. If it's not boiling, you're going to end up with like a big dumpling blob, cake, whatever. You can do whatever size you want to do. I like to do a few big ones, a few little ones. And you just drop them in there. And as these cook, you know, where this is flour, it's going to thicken your broth, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. You want to make sure that you do not stir these. Just going to kind of move them around a little bit once you get them all in there. See how they're just puffing up like dumplings? Let's do some little ones. I got a lot of big ones in there. Just kind of get it on your spoon and then just drop it in. Don't worry, there's going to be plenty of room. I'm going to continue to drop my dumplings in, and then we're going to turn them down and let them simmer. Still making sure that they're boiling, and we're going to put a lid on them. And they're going to cook probably for about 15-20 minutes. And then we're going to be ready to eat. Alright guys, I want you to take a look at my dumplings. Look at that. Let's go ahead and add some parsley for color. Look how beautiful those are. And what I done, when they were done, they cooked about 20 minutes with the lid on. I took the back of a wooden spoon and then I just kind of separated them a little bit. So these are done. We're going to turn them off. I'm going to put the lid back on them. And I'm going to let them sit on the back of the stove for about 10 minutes. I'm going to get some cornbread in the oven. I'm waiting for the hubby to get home, and we're going to enjoy them. You know I love you guys very much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.